Thank you for joining me, Lindsey Marie Silver, here for week 3 of our Intermediates Belly Dance course. In this session, we're going to build on what we did in the previous session. We're going to take your improvisation up a notch, and we're going to have a little bit of a focus on the aspects of dum and tak within Middle Eastern music and within the art form of belly dance, and how you can illustrate that with your body. We're also going to have lots of fun with shimmies and various other things. Let's dive in. So let's start off in our basic stance. Spread out through your feet, relax through feet and ankles, sweep relaxation up through your legs, bend through your knees. Bring the hips into neutral. You can lift through the rib cage, bring the shoulders all the way forwards and up, back and down, shoulder blades together. Elevate through your arms. Bringing chin back, crown of the head to the sky, tailbone to the ground, and building in this element of slide as we begin to warm up through the hips. And if you just enjoyed that beginner session with us, already familiar with that technique of the slides that we're using, let's take that up into the rib cage now. You can add in that element of anchoring through the low half when you move the upper, and the upper half when you move the low. Did I say that right? I think so. Oh, wow. Starting to bring in that flowing fluid movement all the way down through. That energy travels from the belly, it travels up through your chest, into shoulders, your upper arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, hands and fingers. Hands out in front. Into center, deep breath in. Bring it down. Let's bring the hip out to one side, bring it back. And this is really gorgeous for opening up the hips, warming through the muscles of hips, back, waist, belly, your legs. Let's take it the other way. This also can be really releasing for your back, particularly through low and mid back. Bring the hips back and forwards. We're going to now move into a figure of 8 motion. Keep that hip line nice and level, parallel with the floor. Upper half, you could anchor your upper half forwards. Bring the hands in to genie pose in front, perhaps. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. You can stay with the big slow movement. You can make it a bit faster, more repetitions in the same space of time. You bring your hands to the back of the head. Reverse. Coming into camel, and as you start to sink deeper down into body, coming down from busy mind, if indeed your mind has been busy, let's not assume. Start to really focus in on what would your body like to receive in this session. How can your movement also be a somatic one where it could perhaps have its own therapeutic aspect, as well as learning the art form of belly dance? You can also use that as your own healing, relaxing, soothing tool, or maybe strengthening and toning. We can make that slower and bigger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. How's about some vertical figures of 8? Bend. Bring it all the way around. This looks gorgeous. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. With perhaps a push-pull hand. Reverse that. We could reverse the figure of 8. Coming up, over, bring it all the way down and round. Up and over, down and round. A bit faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice, deep breath here. And as you breathe out, well done. Let's have a little look at a combination, shall we? Let's start with shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. A bit faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Woo! Try to keep your hands nice and still. You can make that movement bigger. Try to keep the hips still. Use that anchoring technique. Nice. And then we're going to layer that movement with a camel. Beautiful. Really, really gorgeous flowing. Flowing? Okay, that's not actually a word. Flowing. Fluid. Flowing. Flowing movement. It's a flowing movement. So we got that flowing movement, and we're going to add to that flowing movement with a staccato movement of the shoulders. So I'll let you decide whether you want to get your shoulders moving first and then add the camel, or you want to get the camel moving and then add the shoulders. Hey, let's try both. Should we try both? All right, let's start off. First of all, let's get the camel going. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Add shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep the camel smooth. Keep the shoulders staccato. Boom, 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 boom. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Bring your hands down by your side. So let's reverse it this time. Let's try get the shoulders going first, and then we're gonna add in the movement of the camel. What was that word I just created? I've forgotten it already. So here, let's get the shoulders going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Because you don't have to go straight in with that shimmy. You could start with it slow and build it up. You could start slow like this, add the camel, and then go into shimmy. So you can decide, play around with that movement to whatever suits your level of learning and where you're at in this moment. All right, here we go. Let's add the camel. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let the focus of that movement be just below your rib cage. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the focus of the shoulder shimmy, let that be on the shoulders. Woo! You might have noticed this is extremely toning for all the muscles of your arms. Yes? Did you notice that? Also for your abs. Really pull in with the abs. Use them. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. 3, 2, and 1. Bring your hands down by your side. Whoa. Is that what you said to yourself there? Oh gosh. That was fun, but give me a little rest here. Let's shake that off, shake that off. Oh, freestyle shimmies. Oh yeah. You make a full body shimmy, use your knees or your heels or both. That earthquake shimmy, like, oh, relax your shoulders, relax your arms. Oh, that feels good, right? Yes. Nice. Bring that gently back into center. All right, so that's one combination we're going to utilize in this course. We're going to add in directional changes and arms, things to make it really beautiful and good fun, and also really good for you, toning and strengthening as you experience. So well done with that. Help yourself to some hydration if you would like some. And then we're going to move on. I'm going to chat to you a little bit, first of all, before we enjoy dancing this next section. So a little bit of theory for you. Let's talk about Middle Eastern music. So we touched upon this in the last session, and one just got a little bit deeper into some of the points that we spoke about. So within Middle Eastern music, most of it tends to be a 4/4 rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. As opposed to in Western music, we tend to have 8 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This, of course, has an impact on the way that we dance to it and the way that we hear it, the way that we can predict what's coming up in the music next. So that's one thing to consider. Another thing to consider is that within Middle Eastern music, it tends to be made up of 3 main sounds. And on top of that, what you have is a flourish of other sounds, which tend to be improvisational sounds. But 3 main types of sounds form the rhythms. So get ready with your commenting fingers. Do you know what those are? Do you know how those are represented in English? If you do, pop them in the comments. I'm going to play them for you in a second on the drum. And so what we can do with these 3 kinds of music, 3 types of sounds within Middle Eastern rhythm, is we can illustrate them with our body. And I guess essentially what we're doing in belly dance is we're illustrating the music, isn't it? Really? We're expressing ourselves, we're being creative, we are dancing out our stories, our ancestors' stories. There's so much of particularly women's stories are told through dance and movement, and they have been for thousands of years. But essentially, if you break it down, what we're doing, we're illustrating, we're making visual that which is not visual. Let me just see what some of the suggested things are in the comments here. Are you talking about dum and tak, says Roz. Not sure what the third one would be. Well, Roz, thank you so much for that. Yes, that is exactly what I'm referring to. The dum, the tak, and there's another one, which is... drum roll. It's ka. So you've got dum, tak, ka. All right, so let's just build on what we did the last time. I want to get that into your body. So we're going to work with dum, tak, ka. First, we're going to clap it out. So it starts to become less of just a passive hearing this sound and more of an active creating the sound, so that the vibration is within your body and you become one with the music. Okay, so we're going to take our hands, palms together, dum. All right, dum. So within belly dance, we, in the real world, have events known as haflas. Hafla being the Arabic name, the Middle Eastern word for party. And we get together and we have performances, and all night long, for about 4 or 5 hours maybe, you will be clapping. It's amazing. It's amazing. These events are gorgeous, and it's, you know, women and men and women really boosting each other up and sharing what they've been working on and expressing themselves, and it's gorgeous. And if you get the opportunity to go to one, you totally should. But let me just share with you, for the purpose of this exercise, and if you go to any of those events, a way that you can make a really, really loud clap without having ouchy hands if you're clapping for hours. So what you're going to do is take your hand and you're going to cup it like this. Let me put my hand there so you can see it against my top. So we're cupping our hand like this. You're going to do the same with the other one, cup it like that. And then you're going to place one hand sideways and the other one goes in there. All right, so it's like that. So this is what we're doing, and you're going to clap like that. So I want you just to clap a few times regularly with a flat palm. Ow. Feels a bit stingy. There's a sound, but it's not very clear what that sound is. As soon as we do this, it's much more earthy, isn't it? It's like a dum, dum, dum. Rather than just a slap of the drum like that, it's dum, dum, dum. Yes, well done, well done. So that's your dum sound. And then you've got tack sound. So if dum is really, really earthy, it's the roots, it's the ground. Boom, dum, dum, dum. Tack is lighter. You could say that if you had the masculine of the dum, the tack is the feminine, is the uplifting, is lighter. And so the way we're going to represent that is if you take the same hands and just reverse one hand, and you're going to clap that into the palm of the other. So you've got the front of one hand going into the palm of the other, or the back of one hand, sorry, going into the palm of the other. Tack, 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 tack. Okay, so then what you got is dum, tack, dum, tack. Nice. What I tend to do with the tack is, if I want a really, really light tack sound, is I'll actually move my hand down so that it is on my fingers. So my fingers are striking into the palm of the other hand. Nice. With me? Still with me here? Yes. Good, good. Yes. Awesome. All right. So then what you've got is so you've got dum and tack and ka. So you've got ka. And ka is sort of somewhere in between the two. And there's different ways that you could illustrate that. But for me, what I like to do is just the regular clap. Or, at times, I've clicked my fingers. You can do, what I'll get you to do is just experiment with the ka sound. Ka, 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 ka. Hear it? Hear it? Ka. Dum, earthy. Tack, skyward, ka. Sort of somewhere in the middle. So play around with what you think maybe for you represents somewhere in the middle of that. And I'll let you just be creative with that. Find your own ka. Find your own ka. Yeah, okay, cool. So let me just play those for you on the drum. Now, I'm not a drummer, but I know enough and I've been taught enough to really, really help you with this. So this is really some knowledge that's going to go with you. So here we go. We've got dum in the center of the drum, played with the whole hand. Dum. My nails are quite long just now, so I'm trying not to strike the drum with those. But it's the whole hand. Dum, dum, dum. There it is. Tack is right out here. Dum, tack, dum, tack. Then what you got is ka. dum, tak, ka. Dum, tak, ka. Yeah? Cool, good, good, good. So what we're going to do with the dum, the tak, and the ka is have a little bit think about with our body. So how could we illustrate that? Are there particular parts of your body that lend themselves better to certain sounds? What do you think? Maybe? For now, let's say that the hips are going to represent dum. So if we did a hip drop on one side, dum. Tak. Where do you think we might illustrate tak? Let's maybe illustrate tak. Yes, let's illustrate tak with our shoulder. So we could pop the shoulder forward. So we've got dum, tak. Nice. Ka. What about ka? Maybe we could do something like a drop of the rib cage or a pop of the rib cage. Let's have a little think about that. Here we go. So we've got dum, tak, ka. Dum, tak, ka. So you could actually rotate that around. You could have that as a chasing triplet of a movement where you do a drop of the hip, dum, tak, ka is a lift. And then the next time round you've got dum, tak, and then it's a drop of the rib cage. So you've got dum, tak, ka, dum, tak, ka. Yeah? Is that good? That good? Let's try it on the other side of the body. Let's feel it on there. So hip, we've got dum, shoulder, tak, and then ka. Lift or drop, whichever you want to work with first. Let's do that again. And we've got dum, tak, ka. Dum, tak, ka. Dum, tak, ka. Yes. Well done. Should we try that in sequence with the drum? So you dance it, I'll play it. Let's illustrate and co-create together. Here we are. Let's see how we go. The drum is a little bit warmer this time. That's good. It's usually freezing cold on my tummy. Here we are. So you've got hip, shoulder, chest. Hip, shoulder, chest. Try it on both sides of your body. Maybe you could find a way of adapting it so that it can be a chasing pattern, one side of the body to the other. All right, here we go. Yes. Aiwa. Yeah, hello. Is that a challenge? Yes! Well done. Now, let's do it just once or twice, real slow again. Well done. I always find, it doesn't matter what you're doing, whether it's a body thing or finger symbol thing or whatever it is, try it at sort of nice slow pace. Take it all the way up to your like maximum level or just beyond. Maybe take it up to failure point, and then, if there is such a thing, and then come right back down to that low, slow pace. suddenly that feels really easy. And you're like, what on earth was I on about? And it indicates that you've really learned in that session. It's like a kind of a way of checking that, oh, right, yeah, there's progress I've made. Well done, well done. That was really, really awesome. So next what we're going to do is we're going to move on. If you remember in the last session, we played a piece of music that we were going to then learn some combinations to, and we explored improvising to that. We linked in our senses. We're going to do that again. So I'm going to pop this music on. I want you to think about if this piece of music had an image that came forward to you. What is the image? Where does it take you? What does it look like? If it had a texture, what would it feel like through your fingers, underfoot? If it had colors or a color, what color would the piece of music be? If it had a taste, what would it taste like? Crazy, huh? If it had a smell, what would it smell like? Link in all of your senses, and then once you got that sort of visualization, you can really feel it's tangible to you. Just let your mind be freed up, let your body take over, and just let it express what wants to come through. You can dance belly dance, or you can dance anything at all. You can crawl along the floor like a dying bug, for all I mind. You do you, because nobody can be you like you can be you. So it's important to let your dance out, because the world needs it. The world needs it. We need your colors. So let's dive in with that. And what I'll get you to do is this time, have a little bit of a moment within it where maybe you challenge yourself to add in that dum, tak, ka. Either the sequence as it is, or if you're feeling that you're ready for it, you could pick out within the rhythm. See if you can pick out the rhythm and actually work with the individual dum, tak, and kas within the rhythm. Yeah? Okay. It's a good challenge. Good challenge. Let's dive in. Let's dive in. Help yourself to some hydration if you would like some. So, here we go. So linking in with your senses, ask yourself those questions. Really form that strong visual. Feel it. Tangible. Once you have that, you can quieten busy mind. Start to move in the way that feels right for you. Amazing. Help yourself to some hydration then. And I want to just, in case that was, so with the same, in the same way that I spoke about with the drum, it can be really, really advantageous to take yourself all the way up to almost like failure point where it's really, really tricky for you. And then bring yourself back down to something that's much more simple. And the brain goes, oh, yes, that's it. So we're going to do that now. So if that was a challenge to you, this one will provide a little bit more structure. Okay, 1 second. So I just want to play you a rhythm. So this is a Saidi rhythm. It's literally just a raw rhythm. It's got a little bit of infill of some instruments. Actually, I could take them off. We're just going to work with, here's just darbuka. Literally just the drum. Darbuka by itself. I wonder if I can slow this a little, maybe. All right. I might try to slow that down even more for you. So let's just take the doom and the tack for now. We'll work with those. Here we go. Doom, tack, doom, doom, tack, doom, tack, doom, doom, tack. If we did doom, tack, tacka, doom, doom, tacka, tack, doom, tack, tacka, doom, doom, tacka, tack, doom, tack, tacka, doom, doom. Try the other side. Doom, tack, tacka, doom, doom, tacka, tack. Doom, tack, tacka, doom, doom, tacka, tack. You could try lift and drop. Tacka, doom, doom, tacka, tack. Doom, tack, tacka, doom, doom, tacka, tack. Doom, tack, tacka, doom, doom, tacka, tack. Doom, tack, tacka, doom, doom, tacka, tack. Well done! Yes! So much more obvious, the doom and the tack there and the tacka, because there is nothing else. There is nothing else within that piece to confuse it or to, you know, make it more elaborate than it needs to be. Well done. Hopefully you enjoyed that sort of journey into the illustrational side of things, which is like, that is like fundamentally what we're doing here in belly dance, isn't it? So having that understanding now of, I guess, just feeling at one with it and having, to an extent, that rhythm within you now. It's within you. Does it feel different? I think it probably will. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to move on and have a little look at the sequence that we had been working with. Help yourself to some water if you would like some now. And then, so we had looked at the triplets. So we worked with the triplets through the hip. And this is one of the ones I was saying to you that suddenly you're going to find that, oh, actually, I seem to know an entire choreography and I didn't see it happening. So we're going to work through the hip. We're going to drop, drop, drop. Then you've got a pause, other side, drop, drop, drop. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The 4, you can leave it unfilled or you can add something in. You maybe want to add a hip shimmy. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, or you could do shoulder shimmies. You got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well done. Excellent. So to this, we're going to add some directional traveling. So first of all, let's work with the forwards and back movement with this. So this forms the basis of something known as an Egyptian walk. Let me just bring this here so that you can see more of what we're doing. So you're going to bend through your knee, drop, other side, drop, other side, drop. 1, 2, 3. So this time what I want you to do is to step as you drop. 1, 2, 3. On 4, you're going to lift your weight and shift it to the other side. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4 is a lift. So on the pause, you're going to lift and shift your weight, and then you're going to step. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. For the purpose of this count, we could change it up so that it flows better in terms of fitting with the syncopation and just the counting of the rhythm, and let's say that we're stepping on 3. So we've got 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah? Let me do that towards you. So you've got right, and then the hip drops on the left, and then right, and then left. Right, left, right. Left, right, left, right, left, right. That's tricky for me because I'm mirroring and then it's being mirrored to me on the screen. So it's like Inception. Here we go. Let's try the other side. Ready? And we got right, left, right, and then you're going to step left, right, 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 and a step, 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 step, and a step, and a step, 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 step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That is amazing. Awesome. Well done, everybody. That was fantastical. That looks superb. So we're going to utilize that, and we're also going to utilize a traveling to the side and to the side. Let me just introduce you to this in this session, and we're going to pick up from there in the next session. So you're going to bring your arms in an L shape, soften through your elbows. I'm going to cover this in more detail in the next session. We're going to step outwards. That's your 1. Drop the hip down, step, and then you're going to step. No, sorry. So you're going to step, and then you're going to just work with your hip, and then hip. And then you're going to step, step, step. So it's going to go like this. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. Other side. So I'll break this all down for you. Don't worry about that. Other side, we got step, and a 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 step. Woohoo! Well done. That was absolutely amazing. Good job, everybody. So let's then finish up with popping things with that piece of music that we had. We're going to work with a lovely cool down stretching, but also just enjoy some of the things that we did. So we're also familiarizing you with a piece of music in a way that it feels like it's your own. Let me turn this up a little bit. Reverse. Take it back the other way. Remember that combination we did with the camel and the shoulder? combo. 1, 2, 3, shimmy, back. 2, 3, shimmy. 1, 2, 3, shimmy, back. 2, 3, yes, or maybe 1, 2, 3, shoulders, back. 2, 3, shoulders. Woo! So it's a vertical 8 now. Doom tack, doom doom tack, doom tack, doom doom tack. Wow. Let's come into full body shimmy. Relax your shoulders, relax your arms. Ah. Hands up high. Nice wide stance. Bend through your knees. And release it out. Ah. Rolling through each vertebrae. Hands come up to the top. Deep breath. Wow. Bring off into center here. Lengthen out your waist. Oh my goodness. Did you know you can actually go that far? Wow. Deep breath in as you breathe out back into center. Turn to the other side. Wow, coming back into center. Oh my goodness, let me turn this down. Wow, I feel like we covered a lot in just such a short space of time. Hopefully that's really deepened your knowledge and your understanding, not only of Middle Eastern music, but the way that we can approach it in a sense that we actually embody the music. We've explored deeper our improvisational aspects and what it is to be creative and work with your own essence. We looked at certain clapping techniques with the drum and also built on those combinations. Next time, we're going to work with that traveling combination with the hips. I'm going to break that all down for you, and we're going to add in even more knowledge, understanding, and absolute fun. Loads of shimmies coming up. Yay! If you've enjoyed this video, please remember to like, subscribe, and hit notifications so you can be informed of when the next video goes up. If you'd like to support the creation of these videos, remember you can head along to patreon.com/Little Egypt Studio, where you'll find a community of other enjoyers of these videos. See you soon. Bye.